I should have touched on this when I did my live stream this past Friday when I was talking about 45 and Juneteenth, but it didn't dawn on me then. But you know what? It fits better as a pre-recorded video that stands by itself. So in this picture you see this is Donald Trump's 45, his official Twitter page. Well, it's a screenshot from his page. Well, what was once on his page, I should say. And it says it has a picture right there of a little black boy running from a little white boy. And it says breaking news, terrified toddler runs from racist baby. CNN, and it has the CNN logo. And at the bottom it says manipulated media and a red circle around it while a red arrow is pointed to it. Now, this is an actual doctored image. Not the tweet. The tweet is real, but the imagery of this is completely doctored and taken out of context. Let me give you a backstory before I go in. There was a video that went viral, I believe, last year in September, if I'm not mistaken, where you had a white dad and a black dad, and they both had their sons. They looked like they're around the same age. And then they see each other and they ran to each other and gave each other a hug. And I believe that the dads knew each other, so their sons knew each other as well. So on site, they already knew what it was about. Gave each other a hug and it went viral. So some of you probably have actually seen the video, but you only saw up to that point. I never really watched past it. Now, the end of the video apparently shows them, running away from each other, going back to each other's respectable, their parents. And I can tell from this side, this is from the white dad's side, because the video we've always seen, I think, came from the black dad's side, which was coming from the left. So this one's coming from the right. So in this image, you see the little black boy, he's running away from the boy because he's going back to his dad. But you had 45 not only go onto Facebook, but also on Twitter, which is where this image came from, and post this image up right here with this running at the bottom of it as a caption, like CNN posted it, and claimed that it says terrified toddler runs from racist baby. Whoever also did this cannot spell, because toddler has two D's in it, not one. That says toddler. So whoever typed that up did a bad job of that. But he put out a propagandized image of a moment that was not even propaganda. It was meant to be as I guess you could say, a cute moment. But he took it and spun it to push a narrative. Now on Facebook, they ended up removing the post. Then he put it up on Twitter. Twitter removed it and called it manipulated media. As a matter of fact, there's also a image out there where it doesn't have the image that you see right here, and it's just blank, and it says manipulated media on it. I think that it was also just a screenshot. Like, you know how you see the play button right here? I don't even think you could play it. So that tells you all you need to know right there. That someone got a hold of this part of the image, put it out there, and he put it out there as if it was news. And then he put it out there from CNN, because he has a gripe and axe to grind with CNN and then putting out certain narratives. I don't agree with everything that CNN does either, or any of these outlets. But for him to go to that extreme, to really rev it up, and then to push a narrative that's steeped in racism at the same time, this is right out of his little playbook. But this is the same guy that claims he hates fake news, but he posted fake news on his multiple social media platforms, and they caught him. I'm curious to see what the people in the comment section are going to say. Because his brain dead supporters are going to always find a way to back him up. They're always going to find a way to back it up, whatever he does, because they stupid. They are dumb. They don't realize the crap that he has gotten them into. But because many of them hated 44 so much, they'll deal with it. Like I said before, back in 2016, after he got elected, I said they may not see it now. They may not see it tomorrow or the day after, or so on and so forth, but they going to see it. Some they're going to see and they're going to feel it. And that's exactly what they're dealing with right now. They are seeing and they are feeling the effects of his presidency as it stands right now. But this guy's a fool. He is a whole fool. His cabinet is filled with village idiots, and his supporters, and no matter what color spectrum they come from, are all retards. All of them. But this is who they choose to follow, though. This is who they choose to embrace. Someone who hates, quote unquote, who claims to hate fake news, but look at what he's spreading with this. And then he did it with children. That's probably what makes it even worse. And I think they said that the dad, I'm not sure which dad, I don't know if it was the black dad or the white dad, had said that when he got wind of what he did, he was pissed. And I would be mad too, because you used my child. If I was him, I'd be like, you used my child to push a racist propaganda narrative. One that wasn't even present. But they'll be the same ones that say black people are so divisive, or we need to be more embracing of them and everything like that. But look here, you have the president, someone who's supposed to be the leader of the free world, doing this. Make it make sense.